What's good, y'all? Ayezo back with another video. Hope y'all doing well out there. Now, I know y'all ain't heard my voice in a while. You know what I'm saying? I took a break from YouTube, you know what I'm saying, creating content. I feel like I needed a break for real. Y'all know I've been on this YouTube journey for like 3-4 years now. Pretty much non-stop. Like, I ain't take no break like I just now took, which was about three plus weeks, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never took a break that long, but I felt like I needed it. I needed to do it for myself and also to just like regroup with the channel, you know what I'm saying? Figure out exactly what I wanted to do with this channel, the direction I want to take, and what I can do to, you know what I'm saying, take it to another level, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to take a break for myself, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all miss me. Shout out to everybody who reached out in my email or through the comment section. I haven't seen any DMs because I'm not on Instagram or any social media right now. You know, I'm taking a break from that too. I haven't been on Instagram since September 1st. That's when I decided like I'm gonna just take a break from all of this stuff and you know what I'm saying, just focus on my real life. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll make a video on that whole little past 3 weeks, how my life been going and what I've been doing, all that stuff. I'll make a whole separate video on that, or I might just talk about it in a live stream. So you know what I'm saying, be on the lookout for that. But today I just want to jump back into things and bring y'all this reaction video titled How Quitting Weed Made Me a Millionaire. It's by Jordan Welch. He's a big content creator. He's big on the e-commerce business and all that stuff. He actually reached out to me in my DM before, let me know my quitting weed videos was helping him out. So it's good to see like him dropping this success story. We could really figure out like, you know what I'm saying, his journey with smoking weed and how he became a millionaire. So yeah, this could be motivation for all of us, even me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Also like this video, get this video out in the algorithm. Let's hit 10K as soon as possible, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, feel good to be back, y'all. Let's get right into this, man.
I smoked weed pretty much every day since I was 18. But last year, I finally decided to quit. And now I've been completely clean for over a year. And honestly, my life has never been better.
And by the way, y'all, this video is 15 minutes. We ain't gonna react to the whole video. This video will be like 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to like get to the good parts or something.
Now, it's finally time to tell my story that I've never shared before. Growing up, smoking was a very normal thing in my house. I saw it or smelled it pretty much every day because my parents and their friends did it. And there was even a point in time where I used to roll around with my dad when he was selling it. So it was never looked at as a bad thing. And I've always been obsessed with music, and all my favorite rappers smoked in every single one of their music videos. Even my best friend back in school was the plug who sold to everyone. So
nah, that's facts. All my favorite rappers smoke too. You know what I'm saying? Chief Keef, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? These people famous for smoking, you know what I'm saying? So like it always, I think, plays a big part inside our subconscious mind, like us seeing our favorite, you know what I'm saying, rappers and stuff like that, smoking weed, making it look cool. I feel like that play a big part in a lot of us trying it out. Yeah, for sure. Rappers have a big influence, whether they know it or not.
Weed was everywhere around me all the time, but as a kid, I wasn't really interested in it. Like in high school, I completely avoided smoking or drinking. I was the straight edge kid until I turned 18. I had just broken up with my first girl, and I was at my friend's house sitting on the back patio talking about everything, and out of nowhere, he offered me a joint. So I decided to finally cave in and give it a try, and I didn't think anything of it.
Bro got to him when he was at his lowest, you know what I'm saying? Said he just broke up with his girl. My man seen he was vulnerable. Said, hey, bro, try this out, smoke this.
You know how people say the first time they smoke, they don't get high? Yeah, no. Your boy was fried. We finished the whole joint, sat outside and laughed for hours, and then passed out on the couch watching Scarface. Honestly,
hey, bro, the editing on this video is fire. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I need to learn how to do more stuff like that, but it'll happen in due time. But yeah, the editing is fire, bro.
It was the perfect first session, and on that day, my relationship with the gas began. I didn't want to be a total degenerate though, so I decided I would only smoke it if someone else had it. I told myself I would never buy it, but pretty much all my friends had it, all the time, and so did my mom. So when I came home from school every day, I would sneak in her room, grab her pen, hit a blinker, and then put it back, and then hide in my room the whole night playing League. On the weekends, my friends and I would ride around and weed smoke. And
oh nah, that gotta be like the easiest way to steal somebody's gas or weed, you know what I'm saying? Hitting a pen, cause ain't nobody gonna notice if a few puffs missing, you know what I'm saying? If you got stash, obviously you gonna notice like a few nuggets is gone, but if you got a pen, it'd be hard for you to notice if somebody else been hitting that joint, for sure.
Then when I finally moved out, went to college and started making my own money, I started buying it. I lived in an apartment with my best friends who also smoked, so we bought bongs, papers, woods, dab rigs, and pretty much every device you could imagine to smoke with. At that point, it wasn't just at night or on the weekends anymore. It was all day, every day. And over the next year, I pretty much did everything high. From working on my business, working out, making videos, and even for simple stuff like eating dinner, I had to smoke first.
Mandatory.
But honestly, I didn't even think it was a problem because on the external, I was successful. I was in great shape, making money online, and I was even getting ready to move to my own apartment in LA. But once I moved there in 2018, that's when it really became a problem. Over the 2 years of living there, my life went on a downward spiral. My businesses were failing, I was spending more than I was making, and I was miles away from all the people that I loved. While I was alone in my apartment, the weed was the only thing that was helping me cope, and it didn't help that there was literally a dispensary right next door. So I started smoking even more. I would go through literally 3 joints a day to myself, minimum. And not them little joints, I was going through them cannons every single day. I wasn't even getting...
I think we all got to go through that phase, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, weed becomes more accessible to us. Maybe we get older or we get more money in our pocket, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, we can get it for free. Whatever the case, you know what I'm saying, where weed becomes more accessible to us. I think we all got to go through that phase where we just, you know what I'm saying, smoke our days away, and then we realize, like, why am I smoking my days away? You know what I'm saying, I'm getting it so easy, I'm spending all my money on it, and then you can, at that point, continue down that road, or say, nah, something got to change. So he said the dispensary was like right down the street from him, or right beside him, whatever the case. Hey, that's easy access, you know what I'm saying? So he had to go through that road of, you know what I'm saying, going to the dispensary, getting it every day, having that ease of getting it, you know what I'm saying, smoking it often, you know what I'm saying, before he got to the point where I'm sure he realized, like, yeah, I'm spending way too much time and money on this. Let's see. I'm just guessing.
In fact, smoking started to bring me to an even darker place mentally. It just made me feel paranoid and have doubts about everything I was doing. But still, like clockwork, I went back to it every night. I didn't even want to do it anymore, but for some reason, I just couldn't stop. I would stop for a couple days, and every time afterwards, I started to feel good. I had more energy than ever. I started to feel like myself again. But sure enough, after a while, I always went back to that seductive little plant, because this time, I felt like I could handle it. But slowly, I always went back to smoking every day. This cycle lasted for my entire life in LA until everything fell apart. I was $30,000 in debt, and I couldn't afford to live there anymore, so I had to move back to sleeping on my mom's couch. This was the lowest point of my entire life. And at this time, I decided to quit for real because, I had no other choice. It's not cool being 23 years old on your mom's couch in debt, getting high every day. So I stopped completely. And that's when I realized I had a huge problem. I'm in a low position. The first night was horrible. I just remember sweating through my entire bed sheets and having the most insane, vivid dreams that kept waking me up all night.
Yeah, withdrawals start kicking in. You know what I'm saying? And night sweats. I ain't gonna lie, the last time that I stopped smoking weed, I didn't deal with night sweats at all. But in the past, plenty of times I dealt with night sweats, bro. I don't know why the last time I quit, like, that wasn't the case. It wasn't a factor at all. I don't know. Y'all deal with night sweats if y'all quitting weed. I don't know. Sometimes I guess you go through it, sometimes you don't. But I know the last time it just didn't even happen at all for me.
For the first week, I had no appetite, and I really just wasn't a happy person at all. But day by day, things started to get better, because before I could just distract myself from all the problems in front of me with a blunt and some YouTube videos. But now, if I wanted to feel good, I was forced to face everything head on and start actually making progress in my life. So I started a new business, started working out every day, and really just tried to enjoy my time with my family. And unsurprisingly, in my first month of quitting, my business had made over $10,000 in profit. I felt alive. I was truly happier than ever before, and for the first time, I felt free from the grasp that it had on me. And I discovered that it was really holding me back so much, because over the next 6 months, I moved to an apartment in Miami, started my YouTube channel back up, and grew my business to hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. And then, to celebrate everything, I went on a trip to Jamaica with my dad and my sister. Not my best idea. Literally, right when we got off the plane, my dad's friend picked us up and had a joint rolled and ready to go for us.
I think I know where this is going.
At this point, I was doing really well in my life, and I was 6 months sober. So I told myself I earned the right to just hit it once. I could definitely handle it this time, right? So I smoked that day. And then...
Pause. That reminds me of when I first moved out, and I kind of accomplished a lot of stuff I first set out to do when I stopped smoking weed. And I was contemplating. I even made a video about it, you know what I'm saying? Not the one I made recently, y'all. I'm talking about like 2020, you know what I'm saying? Contemplating like, dang, I'm on YouTube, making videos, got my own spot. Everything just on the up and up. Like, I deserve to smoke. Should I smoke for my birthday? My birthday coming up, should I do it? Dang, that one decision of me deciding not to do it. Dang, it's just crazy how if I would decide to do it, like, my life would have been in a whole different direction probably. I could have easily fell back into smoking a lot, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I just kept strong and said, nah, like, I ain't going back right now. It ain't time. I just kept grinding. Next thing you know, start another business. Y'all know I got another whip, started Turo and everything. Like, a lot of stuff just started happening for the better just by me deciding, like, nah, it ain't time to celebrate and smoke right now. Let me just keep on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how we always in them like crossroads, this decision or this decision, and how, you know what I'm saying, it can just really affect the course of our life, bro. Like, it's crazy for real, for real. But he decided to smoke on his vacation. Let's see what happened.
And the next one. And the next one. Because, well, we're in Jamaica. I earned the right to just hit it once. I mean, I could definitely handle it this time, right? So I smoked that day. And the next one. And the next one. Because, well, we're in Jamaica. I said, I'm only going to do this out here. It's only for vacation, so it doesn't even matter. Maybe you know what happened next. When I got back home, it only took about 2 weeks until I was back to being a daily smoker. It was like all those 6 months of progress went down the drain instantly. And deep down inside, I knew I was doing the wrong thing. In fact, quitting weed was one of the things I was the most proud of in my life at this point. So when I started again,
dang,
I kept
I felt that
from everyone.
I ain't gonna lie, I felt that one. Quitting weed is one of the most proudest things I've done in my life. That's facts, bro.
And the cycle
felt that.
began again. I would quit for a couple days or weeks and then always go back or try to do something like smoke only CBD because it's not actually smoking. And maybe you've dealt with this before. You want to quit weed so bad, but every time you try, it always finds its way back into your life. It's not fun because when you do finally smoke again, you enjoy the first session, but when you head back inside and sit with yourself, you just feel guilty and confused and ask yourself, how did I get back here again? This was the trap I was stuck in for so long. I reached a point where I convinced myself that it was actually helping me in my life because at this time I was going hard on YouTube, posting a video every single week, and I was filming and editing every single one. And let me tell you, a joint at 2 in the morning with Adobe Premiere is the ultimate combination. It had me feeling like I was Cole Bennett or something when I was editing. The biggest videos on my channel at this time were all edited by me, fueled by the gas. And I never smoked on camera, but best believe right when that camera turned off, the first thing we did was spark. And it was working. I was growing my channel, making a ton of money, and again, things looked good. But the problem was, on the inside, I felt like I was back to where I started. I felt like I couldn't do anything without weed involved. I would wake up, roll 2 to 3 joints, and plan everything in my day around it. And if I traveled somewhere, before I flew in, I would figure out who I could buy it from. Even when we went to a place like London, I had to have my weed. I genuinely felt like I needed it to function, but I didn't feel good about it. When I went home, my mom...
It's crazy. It's crazy when you smoke a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much your mind, like, plans your day and your future around how am I going to smoke? How am I going to get it when I go there? How can I sneak out when I get there and do it? Like, you just be trying to just plan so much around smoking, bro. It's crazy looking back at it. I already know exactly how that be, bro. Especially when you go on a vacation, you like trying to figure out, like, bro, how am I gonna get some gas? Like, and if it ain't got no gas or you don't feel like you're gonna be able to get it, like, most people just say, no, it ain't even worth it. I ain't gonna be able to smoke. I ain't gonna have no fun. I ain't gonna enjoy myself. And it's crazy how much we really plan our days and our life around it once we get in that deep, bro. It's crazy.
Mom's house, I would hide it from all my younger siblings because I wanted to set a good example for them. And I genuinely felt like I needed it to function, but I didn't feel good about it. When I went home to my mom's house, I would hide it from all my younger siblings because I wanted to set a good example for them. And I never posted pictures or videos of me doing it because truly I wasn't proud about it. At this point, I hated smoking and everything about it, and it was making me feel paranoid all the time. But I still kept doing it until one day I reached my breaking point. I was tired of being an addict. I was tired of needing to smoke every day, and I was tired of feeling like I needed it to be me. It literally had a vice grip on me, and I was truly ready to break free for good this time. So, on August 22nd of 2022, I decided it was time to quit for real. Let me break down how I quit and finally kick this habit from my life for good. It starts with the first 30 days, which were without a doubt the hardest of them all. If anybody ever told you weed was not addicting, they have not smoked enough of it, or they're probably still addicted themselves. If you smoke like I was smoking, it ain't easy to quit. The first thing I did was literally get rid of everything I owned to smoke with. All my weeds, papers, blunts, grinders, trays. I even threw away every lighter in my house. That way, if I wanted to smoke, it was really going to be a mission to do it. I also made it a priority to avoid any situation where I knew I would be around it. And this time, I faced the same problems as before.
That's so important, y'all. Like, the people you hang around in your environment could be the reason you relapse and you go back to square one. You know what I'm saying? So when I quit, like he just said, bro, like, I wasn't around no smokers. Like, I didn't even want to be around them. Like, I just didn't want to be around. I just wanted to focus on what I was trying to do, what I was trying to get done, and really just get my life together. You know what I'm saying? I knew majority of people who were smoking at the time, like, they wasn't really like about to give me no bright ideas or no motivation to keep going. They just gonna be smoking in front of me, and that wasn't gonna help me out. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all, telling you, like he just said, in his first 30 days, it will be in your best interest to separate yourself from people you know are going to be influencing you or tempting you to smoke with them. Like, try to avoid them environments as best you can.
Before, but now they were even stronger because I was smoking a lot more before I quit. Every day I had intense cravings to smoke because I knew if I did it, it would make these things go away instantly. And I felt like I was becoming so successful even while doing it. So why stop? Like, is it worth it? This is the question I would ask myself every single day. If I could describe my first month of quitting, I would use one word: doubt. I felt like I was less creative without it. I didn't feel happy anymore. I felt like my conversations weren't as good. I thought that the weed was what helped me with all of these things in life. Even the first video I made in this month of being sober was literally the worst performing one I've ever posted in the history of my channel. But as the days went by, I started to catch little glimmers of hope that were showing me I was making the right decision. The first thing I remember vividly is starting to actually feel like myself again. Being high was my normal state of mind, and day by day, I started to see what it was like to feel my real emotions again. I felt like I finally had a clear head without all the brain fog and 24/7 anxiety. When I used to smoke all the time, it always made me second guess myself in conversations, and when I would say something, I almost immediately doubted if I said the right thing. This went away too. My conversations became so much more meaningful and present with my friends and family, and my confidence went through the roof when I was speaking. One of the worst parts about weed was that it made me comfortable sitting at home and doing nothing. It made it something. But after I quit, I felt like I had all this extra free time in my day that I literally didn't know what to do with. And that's when I realized those were the times I was smoking the most. Instead of actually getting out and doing the things I wanted to do, I was just using it to fill the void of boredom or avoid doing the shit I actually needed to do. So I knew to stay sober, I needed to stay busy. They say
That's why it's so important to have hobbies and have a goal you're working on, because if you ain't got nothing to do for the day, more than likely you're gonna fall into some sort of unhealthy addiction. You know what I'm saying? But if you got some healthy habits, some hobbies, you know what I'm saying, a full life, social life and everything, that can help you avoid falling into addiction a lot, man. That's one of the mistakes that I made, you know what I'm saying. When I first graduated high school and I wasn't going to school every day, I had a job, you know what I'm saying. Eventually I got my first job and all that stuff. But like, other than that though, plenty of free time. So that's why I fell deep into smoking weed. I slowly just wanted to just play Call of Duty all day and smoke all day, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, stay busy, y'all. Hobbies and habits, purpose, you know what I'm saying, goals, that's going to save you from falling too deep into addictions, because you got stuff you got to get done, you know what I'm saying,
idle time,
or you want to get done.
Playground. And boy was he dancing around in my head. So I started focusing more on my work and self-development. I started doing more of the little things I enjoy, like running, riding my bike, going out with my girl, playing basketball, reading, and just filling my nights with actual
Not Drake
stuff.
though.
My bike, going out with my girl, playing basketball, reading.
Not Drake. Oh, you reading the Goosebumps book, bro? I used to read them Jones all the time in elementary school, bro. Like, that's crazy. I used to read the Goosebumps too, man.
Just filling my nights with actual stuff instead of watching YouTube and smoking all night. And this filled me with a new level of joy that I had been chasing with the weed for years. I found out that everything I was searching for from the weed, I found from being sober. And in the following months, everything in my life started to get a whole lot better. After month one, I still had some cravings, but they really went away a lot because I started to fall in love with how I felt without it. It was almost like everything in my life got better instantly. I didn't realize how much weed was fucking up my life until I actually quit. Instead of struggling to sleep like I used to every night, I was falling asleep faster and waking up with more energy than ever before. I used to feel so groggy in the morning, but now I started to feel clear and ready every day. I started noticing all these glaring problems with my business that I hadn't noticed before. And since I had all this extra time, I started working on patching them up and almost instantly started making more money than I was before. My relationship with my girlfriend got better because I was more present and doing more things with her. And I actually want to give her a shout out because she helped me so much in my lowest times during these months. So if you're going through something like this, it helps a lot to have a friend or someone to hold you accountable in these times, I promise.
Yeah.
Though I was still really worried about my YouTube channel because I felt like my creativity had gone out the window and my channel had less views in that month than it ever had before. But my friend Teo and I had one video we were working on since I had quit that we knew had potential. So even though it was hard, day by day, I just forced myself to push through and work on it. That video was my Andrew Tate War Room video. And ironically, it's one of the most creative videos I ever made in my life. Like, still to this day, I think it's one of the best pieces of work we've ever made. And it went super viral, like nuclear viral. It was the biggest video I had ever posted at that time. And then the next video went even more viral, hitting 1 million views in just under a month. I started spending a lot more time with my friends and doing more traveling, and I even met with my boy Iman this month, and he randomly gave me a Rolex as a gift when we were at dinner. It was like I had gone through the worst month of my entire life, and then God blessed me with the best one to show me that the struggle was worth it and to remind me that I was on the right path. I was so proud of myself for being stronger than my temptations and coming out on the other side. So I'm promising you, if you can...
It's one of the biggest underrated benefits of quitting weed is the feeling you feel inside of being proud of yourself for overcoming that. You know what I'm saying? Because only you know what I'm saying, the hard times going to sleep, the times can't eat, the irritation you went through, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. And if you push through all that, you know what I'm saying, looking back, you be like, dang, I'm really strong. Like, I really overcame all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beast. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make your confidence go up. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, the feeling of being proud of yourself, bro, unmatched. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the money, you know what I'm saying, from quitting weed. You save the money or you got a new business. Cool. That's great. That's amazing. But how do you feel inside? Are you proud of yourself? Like, that feeling overcomes a lot of stuff, y'all, just being proud of yourself. Because you can have everything in the world, but how you feel on the inside, like, you can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do whatever it's going to take for you to feel proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You can get through that first month of quitting, the other side is magical. And it was at this point that I knew I would never look back. And now, I've been sober for over a year. And to me, it's one of my greatest accomplishments because there was a time where I genuinely did not think it was possible. The changes I felt over this year...
Congratulations, bro. I'm going to say this before this video wrap up. Congratulations on a year. You know what I'm saying? Not many people... I ain't gonna say they can do it because they can do it, but not a lot of people are doing it even though they have the same thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should quit. Maybe my life would be better. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people are doing it, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for doing it. Hopefully people inside your life have told you, you know what I'm saying, congrats, because a lot of times when you quit smoking weed, a lot of people look at you sideways like, you think he good? You think he better than us? Like, quitting weed ain't nothing. They don't really understand the journey. Some people do, but some people don't, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully people around you are like, yeah, bro, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. And if they haven't, I'm gonna just let you know from me. Congratulations, bro. I know it'll be tough, so congrats and just keep it up. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's already a job long, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all comment y'all thoughts on this video. Like I said, I'm back on the grind, but I also want to say, like, it's gonna be some changes with the channel, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not a person to just tell y'all my plans and my moves. I just want y'all to see it, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of a say less, do more type of person, so y'all gonna see some new things on the channel, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully y'all looking forward to it. And yeah, comment y'all thoughts on this video. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe if you're new, so we can get to 10K subscribers ASAP. And yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all in this video. Peace out.